Welcome back to Duda Dojo, your source for the latest Duda news, platform how-tos, and product updates. I'm Matt Scroggs, and this week several members of the RivalMind creative team sat down to discuss their key takeaways from Duda's recent annual conference, DUDACON'. So let's listen in.
Rachel and Alexis, we are here today to talk about DUDACON' 2024. So we got to attend this year virtually, and we learned a lot about some of the new features, the innovations that they're coming up with. A couple I'd like to talk about today is this link tech that they kind of made an announcement on. Editor 2.0, we have to discuss that today. And then obviously the AI tech integrations. Yes. So this link technology, we don't really know much about it yet, but when they made that announcement, what did you guys think? Like, what was the vision or dream that you had for what this could be?
Yeah, my first initial thought as a designer, I was thinking about the buttons. And, anytime we do a quality check as designers, whether it's each other's websites or our own, we think about, we have to check every button. So I think if there was some sort of, you missed this button, this link to go to this page, or there's not a link here at all. Yeah. I think that could be really helpful.
Yeah, because they have the technology, like if you miss a page title or meta, it announces it to you. So that would be cool that would be very beneficial for those quality checks. What was your take on that?
Yeah. So actually a lot of the times we link out to third parties, donation pages. So it'd be really great for Duda to be like, hey, you missed this link. And you're like, oh yeah, and they could point directly to it. So my hopes and dreams. But another one would be for the blogs. We do a lot of linking,
interlinking
pages, to the blog. So that would be really great for Duda to kind of chime in and be like, hey, you missed this over here.
Yeah, or we think this is broken. Yeah. I'm interested, or I'm curious to see if they're going to use any AI tech to integrate with whatever this link technology is. And if it is going to tell us, like, this is a broken link, we think you meant a link here. Is it going to build links? Like, what's the case for that? So exciting to see something new and innovative. Yeah. Speaking of AI, Rachel, I know that you are a big fan of AI content. I think the other day you were like, I love AI.
I see it every day.
You do. Yeah. You love AI because you're often in the seat with a lot of our clients of having to fill in the gaps of the content that maybe they can't provide, or we need to beef up those sections. What has been your experience with AI content and working with that within the Duda system?
Yeah. So I do produce so much content, and I love to write, but there's a certain point where it's just like, maybe I don't fully understand this business, or
it takes too much time.
Yeah, it's just, it is super
content takes a lot of time. Yeah,
and to make it just right. And so AI has stepped in, which is glorious, and they kind of do the work for you. So I'll show you here a little bit. We can build AI profiles, business profiles on the website. So I'm on a dog training page right now. And so if you click this little button down at the left-hand corner, the little sparkly button, you can update the AI business profile. Boop. And then you fill in all the prompts that it has. So, what is a business? It's always faithful. Dog training, excellent. What does your business do? They train dogs at your home. Obviously, we're in the United States. And then you can give a little bit more of a description about the business. This actually helps AI when it's working through building different sections on different pages. And then also the other really great button here is you can pick the preferred tone of voice. I obviously can't use my trackpad, but in this particular business, we're going to choose professional, but it does give you different options here. I think a really witty one or a humorous one might be kind of fun.
Yes, but we'll have to find the right client to use that tone of voice.
But I'm just going to click save. So now the Duda system has stored it in there. So let's say I'm building out this page, this first section, and it says become the, and then you need to find content to fill this area. You can actually drag and drop the text widget, and then it'll prompt you to generate that AI. Yeah, and it pulls
with the
from
AI
that,
assistant.
It pulls from that business profile. So it's just like working smarter, not harder. And it just makes my life as a PM so much easier.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's a really big thing. So, I mean, there's so much AI that they've introduced. I can't wait to see like how that expands. Speaking of big things, Editor 2.0, which was originally Flex Editor 2.0.
Yes.
So these are all Flex websites, which is something that RivalMind is going to get itself into. As a designer, what did you think of the tools and the features that they were offering, and then the advantages that will offer us as an agency?
Yeah, of course. So I, for one, was just excited to be there. The fact that, RivalMind got to virtually go to this conference and
for sure.
even shout us out, which was so cool.
Yeah, they did mention that. Thank you, Duda.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest things that stood out to me, one was the breakpoints. So now they offer separate breakpoints for desktop, tablet, and mobile. So currently with the classic editor, we can basically edit desktop however we want, and then mobile with some, restrictions.
Sure.
This
But
is
now,
huge.
yes,
Yeah.
because desktop will no longer be tethered to tablet, or tablet will no
Which
longer be
is
tethered to that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because that's been such a challenge.
Yeah. And they kind of demonstrated how you could do that, which I thought was really cool. Another thing that they touched on was the
grids.
The grids, yes,
Yeah.
the advanced grids.
Yes.
I thought that was so
That's
cool.
one that I did notice you
Yeah.
were just getting giddy about.
Yeah, because I love, when creating, when we create our style tiles, I tend to layer a lot of objects. I think that's elements layered is very cool. It's when they
very
were
modern.
Yeah, when they
Yes.
were talking about it, all the ideas were coming to my head of what I could do in the future.
I can't
love
wait to
that.
so
see
excited.
what
So
she
your
does.
style, your
Yeah.
vibe.
I think it's definitely going to change how we design going forward.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of efficiencies there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I want to continue this conversation with you guys once we've gotten into
we
this
learn,
editor.
yeah.
Yes,
Bring
I
that link checker.
bring the link checker. I know initially I had some fears that I had to surpass because we have to integrate this into our team. We have to learn a new system. We have to introduce it to our clients. We have to train them on it, and let alone our strategy team, who once we launch the websites, they get a hold of them and work on SEO.
Yeah.
So I've
Change is good.
Change
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
All my fears are gone. I've surpassed that. Can't wait to see what you guys can do. So definitely let's meet back here.
Yep.
Let's continue this conversation about once we've learned Editor 2.0, all the advancements, the AI,
Yes.
and just learn together. I'm
Yeah.
excited for this.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Don't miss out. Join us next time as we continue unpacking the innovations within the Duda system like Editor 2.0, Flex sections, and the exciting ways AI is reshaping how websites are built. I'm Jessica. This is Duda Dojo. We'll see you next time.